venture capital in this environment versus, sort of the Facebook, Google, you get your payback in a few short years. How does Vantage Point sort of look at the time frame and their investment criteria?
So, a couple things there. Keep in mind that Google was really one of the first or second waves of innovation that was enabled by the datacom communications revolution that started in the 70s. And we tend to forget Alta Vista and the other search engines that came before Google and paved the way, but none of that would be enabled without the real ubiquitous data communications that have been laid out. And Facebook is the third or fourth generation of these things. So I think we look at this as, the first networks are being deployed, the first AMI networks, the first real citywide WLANs to get information from point A to point B. And now it's about overlaying applications and businesses on top of that to really enable people's lifestyle to be enhanced and increased, and using that infrastructure that's getting deployed. So just as the first cable guys that deployed their gear spent a lot of money, and a lot of them took a long time to get a return on their capital, once that infrastructure was laid out, it really did pave the way for a rapidly progressing generation of companies that we think are going to happen next, and the Verge kind of audience and participants represent.
So what's your advice to a young entrepreneur in the Verge space?
The energy innovation space is no different from the rest of venture capital and the social media side of things, or even gaming. So what you want to do is, if you think you've got a good idea, you really have to bootstrap your way to start proving things out, see if you can get some traction, really think like a startup. And then once you get some core committed customers and partners, that's the time to really start growing the business. But it's no different from what you tell a social media startup or someone else.